What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. It's Friday, which means that the vendors have reset, and I'll be showing you all of the best items for sale this week in the Division 2. Do keep in mind that all of these items are in World Tier 5 only, so if you are in World Tiers 1 to 4 somewhere, the items that you see at these vendors will be different from mine. So if you guys enjoy the video or find it helpful, drop a like on it. It's very much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division 2 content. So first up here at the White House, we've got a Richter and Cassier backpack with 4.5% crit hit chance, 6.5% crit hit damage with 267 skill power. Talents, we've got Safeguard, and we have an additional 20% skill duration. Mod slots, we have an Offensive System mod slot. China Light Industries mask with 205 skill power, over 6,000 health, and Empowered, which gives you an additional 10% skill power. Richter and Cassier holster, excuse my voice, with 7.5% crit hit damage, 8.5% crit hit chance with a utility mod slot. Custom M870, 104.7k base damage, 75 RPM with 5 in the mag. Talents, we've got Pummel, 3 consecutive body shot kills, refill the magazine and grants 50% weapon damage for 7 seconds. It does require you to be spec'd 4 or more into your damage. We also have Optimized and Greased. Blueprints, we've got a Black Market AKM. I've been told that the blueprints are different from one person to the next. They say that even if they are in the same world tier, that they are different. So if anybody else has something other than a Black Market AKM, let me know what you have down in the comment section. From there we have a Pulse mod, Chem Launcher mod, and a Shield mod. Now the clan vendors, normally I would show you guys what is there, but those items are different from one clan to the next, so there's not much point in showing you what is there if you can't purchase the same thing. So from here, we're going to go to the theater. First up, we have an Alps Summit backpack with 12% cooldown reduction, 7% crit hit damage with talents of Destructive and Vital, with a utility protocol mod slot and a utility system mod slot. We have an Urban MDR replica blueprint. I'm actually going to pick that up because I still like the MDR. We've got a drone mod, a hive mod, and a seeker mine mod. Okay, at the campus settlement, there's only a couple of items here. First up, we have Wyvernware knee pads. These are for anybody that is trying to run a skill build. Attributes, 396 skill power with talents calculated. Requires you to be spec'd into 7 or more into your electronics. Also has a offensive protocol mod slot. On top of that, we've got a drone mod and a hive mod, as well as a seeker mine mod blueprint. Okay, making our way to the Dark Zone checkpoints. First up, DZ West. 3 items for sale here. First up, Araldi Holdings holster, 12.5% crit hit damage, and then we have a talent with 20% skill duration. Mod slots, we have an offensive protocol mod slot. After that, Wyvernware knee pads, 11% cooldown reduction. Talents, we've got Cloaked. When your armor is depleted, nearby enemy skills are disrupted for 10 seconds, can occur once every 30 seconds. Pretty useful in quite a few different situations, in my opinion. It requires you to be spec'd into 5 or less electronics. Mod slots, we have 1 offensive protocol mod slot. One weapon here, a FAL SA-58 with Killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants 50% critical hit chance for 5 seconds. Not too bad of a talent. Requires 5 or more spec'd into damage. We also have Distance, an additional 15% optimal range, and Cannon. While equipped, this weapon increases throwing distance by 10%. So if you like to lob grenades, you might want to pick this weapon up. Moving on down to DZ South, there are only 2 items for sale here. First up, we've got some Alps Summit gloves. Attributes of 10% LMG damage. The talent to order. Grenades can now be cooked by holding the fire button, making them explode earlier. And on top of that, we have a utility protocol mod slot. Weapons, we've got a FAMAS 2012 or 2010, as some like to say. Talents, we've got Sadist, deal 20% weapon damage to bleeding enemies, optimize an additional 15% weapon handling, and Wascali. While holstered, you are able to resist one ensnare effect. When you do, you can remain immune for 5 seconds, can occur once every 60 seconds. I like the FAMAS, I think it's a really good gun. I just wish that you could put an extended mag on it. But if you need a good one, maybe pick this one up and give it a shot. And the final stop over at the DZ East main entrance. There's a few items for sale here. First up, Providence Defense Vest. We've got 7% weapon damage, over 7,000 health, over 5,000 bonus armor. We have the talents Insulated, 10% hazard protection. Mod slots, we've got one offensive system mod slot, one defensive protocol mod slot. Moving on from there, we've got a Gila Guard backpack with over 14,000 health, 1.5% crit damage, 5.5%, half a percent weapon damage, which is pretty low. Talents efficient. Using an armor kit has a 50% chance to not consume the armor kit. Requires no other active talents affecting armor kits. And restorative, 10% health on kill. Mod slots, we've got a defensive system mod slot and a utility protocol mod slot. The weapon is the AUG A3CQC, one of my most favorite weapons in the Division 2. This one has Vindictive on it. Killing an enemy with a status effect applied grants to all group members within 50 meters plus 20% critical hit chance for 10 seconds. Requires 4 or less spec'd into damage. That's a little bit of a downside there. 20% extra mag size, which is always nice, and recharge. While equipped, skills deployed at full armor have 25% extra duration, charges, and ammo. So, anyways, guys, that was everything we had for sale this week in the Division 2 up here in World Tier 5. If you're going to pick anything up at all, please let me know what, and also how many of you are in World Tier 5 and are looking for these items now. I did mention last week, I actually did ask the question, would you like me to put the items down in the description, or would you prefer me to wait until others have caught up? The bulk of you that did take the time to respond, first of all, thank you very much. And secondly, your answer was, well, simply wait until more people have caught up to this world tier. So if you still feel the same way, let me know for another week or two here, and then I will start to put them in roughly 2 weeks from now. Other than that, guys, that is it for me for tonight. I hope that everybody is enjoying the Tidal Basin update, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video or in the next live stream.